It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
So good to be with you again, everybody. The NBA season has now hit its stride. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith on 2K Sports. We'll watch the visiting squad as they go up against the Golden State Warriors. And for Golden State, their record has fallen off the pace they set last season. No team wants to see that regression. They're looking to turn things around, and we'll see how they do tonight. And guys, still some time left till tip-off. Let's talk scoring. Kenny, how did you look to establish yourself at that end of the floor, and when did you know you were in for a big night?
Well, for me, it was just about getting the basketball in the right areas of the floor, either off the dribble or off the pass. So if I knew if I got to certain areas of the floor, I was going to be able to score and have a big night. The defense tried to dictate that, but you have to try to dictate it and overpower that mentally.
Well, I wanted to go out and average 28-10. So 28 divided by 4 quarters, 7 points a quarter. My goal was to be on the attack, try to get to the rim every time, hit as many free throws as I could. If I had double digits after the first quarter, it's over. The diesel will come. He smells blood.
So just 7 points a quarter. That's all you were looking for.
Yes.
And how many rebounds per quarter were you looking for?
4.
But that gives you 16 rebounds instead of 10.
I smell blood, Ernie.
I'm going to change the subject. That's it
up.
for now. Thanks for tuning in.
Shack it up.
Leave me
Shack
alone.
it up.
Hands off. Kenny, help.
Help!
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Dallas Mavericks come in for this one. Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. And a one-game homestand for the Warriors as Golden State will try to recharge their batteries on their home court. Still trying to find that groove they had last year. They'd like to grab hold of some new momentum and get closer, Steve, to where they were a season ago.
And for the Warriors, what a slow start they've gotten off to. At least they have enough time to still get things going here in the right direction.
Well, I tell you what, they better not wait around too much longer. If they keep piling up the losses, all the time in the world will be of no help.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Davis, and it's Simmons in at the small forward. The drive by Collison, and Davis sends it back. Harris against Russell. Davis with a screen on Collison. Here's Simmons. He had 10 points in the win against Chicago.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
And that one's good.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Collison against Russell. Collison dishes to DeRozan. Picked by Horford. DeRozan passes to Anderson. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Russell with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Chicago.
And defensively, guys, he was just all over the place, forcing turnovers and applying terrific ball pressure.
Here's Simmons, and Davis wide open. He shoots off the left rim and out.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
Now here's Collison. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. This is to Davis. There's the triple. That doesn't go either for Davis.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
Here's Harris. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboards, Kev, and that also was a factor.
Here's Russell following the score by DeMar DeRozan, and the shot is good. Russell's got his first basket of the night.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
6 to shoot. Harris kicks to Collison. Launches it. Can't get it to go. Gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. The drive by Russell. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Picked by Horford. To the middle, up off the screen. It's tipped. Russell against Harris. Russell kicks to Simmons. Off the screen, pops off the pick and hammers it home.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
And he gets it to go.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a loss to the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those misses from the stripe clearly.
Here's Muscala. He's guarded by Davis. Muscala dishes to DeRozan.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Russell. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. He's averaging 19 points per game, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
Absolutely. I mean, he has those real natural scoring instincts. The ability to find creases in the defense. Just fantastic.
Caboclo, he's checked in for Russell. Davis is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Norris Cole, and it's Caboclo in at the 2. And DeRozan kicks to Harris. Golden State moving the ball around. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last.
And let's take a look now. Anthony Davis's numbers. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. First in rebounding, first in blocks. And he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And, you know, just going back real quick to the fact that he rebounds so well, I mean, that's a tremendous feat. He's a monster in the paint.
Muscala misses.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings. And they've controlled the boards. And that's what's given them control of this game.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Clock at 6. The high post shot, and the jumper is on the mark. 11 points for DeMar DeRozan.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
That's a big boy dunk right there. Grown man sledgehammer dunk.
That was a violent attack on the rim.
Enough said on that one.
Johnson kicks to DeRozan. Pass to Harris. Here's the screen. The 11-footer and the basket good. Harris has got his second basket of the night. Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Clark, what you know about Sade? Smooth operation. Well, I agree with you. I think we're all seeing that right now.
Yes, indeed.
The Warriors shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Golden State. Anderson comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Guys, they have a really solid lead at this point.
You know, definitely that's the case. I mean, there hasn't been much resistance at all.
Davis with a screen on Johnson. Cole the pass to Davis. And they double up Davis. Here's Cole. It's in there. Davis with the assist. Cole's got 5.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Now here's Olynyk. Not a lot of room. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got 8 rebounds in this game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And the basket by Olynyk.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Kicks it to Covington. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And while we've got a moment, let's check out the best defenses in the NBA.
Points allowed is one of the key indicators for good defensive effort. And this team does a nice job because they force opponents into tough shots. They don't allow easy shots. They're all on the same page. They're aggressive. They're focused. They pay attention to detail. And for 48 minutes, they're going to make their opponents uncomfortable.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Covington. 51 seconds left in the first half. Johnson kicks to Anderson. Young in the corner. Johnson outside. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. The Warriors have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
Shooting for Golden State, Kelly Olynyk.
First free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits both from the stripe. Here's Cole. He has 5. 34 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Miku. It's rebounded by Golden State. Olynyk's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Well, it seems like they're getting a little fat and sassy here, complacent in the second quarter.
Yeah, we've seen their free throw attempts stagnate, not getting much going on inside. They can't get too comfortable.
Here's Cole. He's guarded by Johnson. It's stolen by Johnson. And here they go. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Johnson. Anderson's got 5 points so far.
There's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set up, and you can get some easy hoops that way.
And that steal made it possible. And if they can use a few more sequences just like that.
That'll do it for the first half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Collison is out there with DeRozan. Then there's Horford. Then there's Anderson. And it's Harris in at the 3 slot. Here's Simmons. DeRozan with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep